I wrote it during our human rights unit, and we read a lot of stories about kids who had different human rights infringed, and one of those rights was child labor. And I also read a novel about a girl in China who was also in child labor, and I just thought that the author did a really good job informing kids on what an issue that's happening around the world, child labor, and still making it a good, gripping story. So I was really inspired by that to write my own story. Some of the main things I've learned is that it's important to stand up for your rights because everybody is born equal and we all deserve to receive our rights. And I've also learned about all the different rights that there is, and I've learned about the ways that people don't have those rights, and I've also learned about the ways that people do have those rights. I learned that I'm actually really lucky about all the human rights that I do receive, and my education, like that I have a home and all that, and it just really made me appreciate it a lot more, and just the country that I'm from, the freedom that I have. The main messages, I think, that you should really appreciate what you have, and that you should not take any moment for granted because you never know when your life could change. I think I was hoping to have my audience be kids because I think it's really important for kids to know the world still isn't perfect, even though you might think it is because maybe you're really lucky, but you just need to know that not everybody is so lucky. I'm hoping that they'll be more aware and that they will influence others, because it's just important to spread the message so that those kids can be helped. I think what I'm going to take on with me is just that there's so much in the world that you don't see every day, but it's still going on, and you're not thinking of it every second, but every second there is somebody who is experiencing bad things. It made me understand a lot more, like specifically how people live that don't receive all their human rights. And before I was just like, I didn't have as much information, but now I can really I can never really place myself in those people's shoes because, I'm so lucky, but I can kind of more understand, just how bad it is to not receive all your freedom and all your human rights. So I think it will inspire me to help out and influence people.